I'm just going to emphasise where the strength needs to be put. We need to go in again. Again, same wiggly action. And just there, we need a few little areas where the neck is. It's a little bit of strength now. I'm going to add a little smidgen of 181, like that. I don't want to put too much dark in at the moment, but that's all right. Now we go back in with our 230. We could use all of them. Keep them all in your hand, creating that sort of effect. And we want some light here, but we don't want it too light because otherwise we're not going to see it against the swan. So we're going to have to use a bit of artistic license here, darkening it on the edge. Okay, and just put a little bit of white. You need sharp pencils here. There's a little bit over the eye. What we're trying to do is to create the dimension now by putting in the light and the dark at the same time. We've gone kind of like in a medium tone. That's working quite well there. We need it just a little darker here. Remember, we'll be putting a black in the eye eventually. You see how that now has brought that forward? That's good. And a little bit of I don't quite know. Well, this must be an ear, which means we've got to make it a little darker. And there's one on the other feather. Do that at the same time. I don't forget it later. We can disguise it to a certain extent, but we've still got to have that bit there. A little bit of light, making that work for us. Light coming down here, and then if we put light on top of that, where we put the dark, it will show it up more. Good. And we've got some light here. Now this can be quite light because we've got dark alongside it. We can afford to have a fluffy. But again, we can't have it too light because we've got this one here, which I've actually put in so that it gives me some sort of guideline there. And I think what I might do here is that this is, on the picture it's light, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make that a little darker. Like that. And because we're going to put the cygnet against the dark water, we can afford to have it quite light on the back. Okay, let's carry on. Quite light through here. And it's quite dark in here. Which is really handy because we can put the light against that. A long old job though, as you can see. Now we need to darken. I think we put a little bit of 181 in there just to darken that off a little. And also what I'm going to do the beaks, because I need a little bit of a little bit of strength in the picture, give me a bit of encouragement. Because when you get to this stage, I think, is it going to work? Because it is particularly difficult to do. But actually, it's not too bad. It's coming. Just whittle that. Okay, now I'm going to do the beak, but I'm also going to do the eye as well. You see the difference that makes? It's suddenly you've got a bit of something to get your teeth into. Now I'm going to, for some reason, and I didn't know, we've got a blue beak. So I'm using 149. I don't use this very often. And using 149 and 181 to create the strength. Catching the beak there. And really, not a lot more you can do to that. And let's put a little bit of white in there, just a bit of highlight. And I think we can call that a day. That didn't take long, did it? I shan't do the other one now, but I'll do that off camera. Anyway, coming back to this one. Now, we've got dark on it now, and what I'm going to use is a dark brown. I can find it here. I'm going to use a dark brown, and I'm going to use it because I can see it in the bird. And we can use all the other colours we've that one previously used. That's the 169. A bit of shadow under there. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm not going to do the other one just yet. I'm just going to work on this one. That's actually coming up quite well. A bit more depth there. Touch more black. Good. Yes, I'm going to sharpen the white, and then I'm going to go over this to lighten all of that up.